Let me show you some of the first things that you can do on the Xiaomi 17. So the first thing that you want to do is probably finish setting up the phone, which is a notification that you might see over here on your phone. This appears right after the initial configuration, and you can treat it as the second chance to do something during the initial configuration that you didn't do for the first time. Many of these options that you will see in that menu are going to be exactly the same as in the first setup, so you don't have to worry about skipping something, and you can go through these options over here. Also, if you open settings on your phone, you will probably find a similar option over here at the top, finish setting up your device. So of course, if you don't mind it, you can just go through that, and you want to just go through all of these options, but at the same time it is not really required to do so. If you want to, you can just completely skip it, and many of these things that you can do during the initial configuration you can also do in the settings over here on this phone. In my case, I'm gonna actually skip this. I don't really need to go through these settings, and as long as you have this option available here in the settings, you can still go back to that and you can go through all of these options. So the next thing that you want to do is make sure that you're running the latest version of your phone. Most likely after the initial configuration, you will immediately have an update waiting for you. If you go to settings, you will find update button here right next to about phone. If you don't have it, you can tap on about phone in order to check if you have it in here. If you do, then of course you can tap over here, but if not, you can tap on the Xiaomi Hyper OS in order to check if there is the update available. In my case, the update is already downloaded. I downloaded it before, and I can reboot my phone in order to apply the update. But for now, I'm gonna stick with the current version, simply because it takes time to download and install the update. So in the meantime, we can go through all of these options that I can recommend you to do at first on your phone. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to go to additional settings over here. And then if we go to additional settings, then we can scroll down and choose accounts and sync. And over here we can press add account in order to add more Google accounts, or just add your Google account if you didn't sign into a Google account yet. Of course, you can access multiple Google accounts on your phone. That is not a problem. So if you want to have access, for example, to all your Gmail accounts on your phone, then of course you want to sign into your Google accounts over here. And of course you need to use at least one Google account in order to be able to access the Play Store, where we can of course download our apps, which is something that I of course recommend to do. And we are going actually to use the Play Store now. So you want to open it and you want to go through this first setup over here, this welcome message, I guess, or just the couple of the first steps that we have before we access the Play Store. And then what you would need to do is simply go ahead and tap on your Google account in the upper right corner, and here we should be able to proceed to manage apps and device. And here you will most likely find many apps that can be updated. So what you want to do is you want to update everything that you have in here. Most likely there are probably some apps that you don't really care about updating, so if that is the case, you can individually update apps of your choice. In my case, I'm just gonna let it run in the background. Also, if we go to the settings, then in here we should be able to find System Apps Updater, which is something that you might want to do as well. You want to update all apps, all the things that you have available in here. And of course, in the meantime, we can proceed with the next steps. So we're gonna actually return to additional settings, because over here we should be able to find the region. And the reason why I mention region is because if you have eSIM, if you want to use eSIM, then there are some regions that do not allow you to use the eSIM to activate it. For example, the United States. If you set up United States during the initial configuration, and if you go to mobile networks, then over here, as you can see, there is no eSIM option. But if I switch now to another region which allows to use eSIM, like let's say United Kingdom, then I should be able to go back to mobile networks, and now as you can see we have the eSIM available. So if you do want to use eSIM, if you want to activate it, then of course this is how you can access the specific setting where you can turn it on. And once you set up your eSIM, then of course you can revert the change and you should be able to still be able to use the eSIM. That is not really a problem afterwards. I'm not sure why this setting is hidden for some regions, but it is what it is. So besides that, what you want to do is you want to remove the bloatware on your phone. So if we go to the app drawer, then of course over here we should be able to find many pre-installed apps that shouldn't really be here. So what you can do is you can go to the security app, then in here you want to proceed to the deep clean option, and then here in deep clean you will find uninstall apps option. Now over here you can select every app that you want to get rid of. So every app that is pre-installed that you don't need to use, you can just select it over here, and then you can confirm that you want to uninstall. This allows you to quickly uninstall many apps at once. A very convenient thing to do. We're gonna go back to settings now, and we're gonna proceed to the home screen settings. In home screen settings we can find the system navigation, so you can decide if you want to use buttons or gestures. Also we have the mirror buttons option, so in the case of buttons you can decide where the back button should be located. And the next thing is going to be the arrange items in recents, also in the home screen settings, where you can decide how apps should be displayed if you go to the list of background apps. By default, we have the vertical and horizontal style during the initial configuration, but there's actually one more, and that is the stack, which looks like this, a more modern or refreshed version of that. So, of course, you should be able to decide how you want to see these apps. Alright, so after that, what you can do is we can go to the battery settings. So let's search for battery settings. There we go. And in here, if we go to the battery protection, then of course we should be able to decide how we want to use charging protection, or if we want to use at all. It is recommended to use at least one of these two options, the battery protection or intelligent charging. And I recommend you reading these descriptions, and you can then decide which one you prefer to use on your phone. It is recommended to use at least one of them. Over here in charging options, we can also find the wired charging mode, where we can enable tap speed or the fast charging option. So if you want to use that, then of course here you can turn it on. Alright. Afterwards, we're gonna go to fingerprints, face data, and screen lock. If you didn't set up the screen lock password yet, then over here you can easily do so. And once you set up the screen lock password, you can also go to fingerprint unlock and the face unlock in order to set these biometrics up as well, if of course you want to use them. Alright, we're gonna go back to settings once again. And the next thing that I want to show you is in lock screen settings. Over here we should be able to find the wallpaper carousel option, which if activated changes the wallpaper on the lock screen every time you open the lock screen. So if you don't like that, then of course you should be able to deactivate it quite easily. In my case it was activated. It is activated over here, so I can just turn it off by tapping on the switcher. And if you want to use wallpaper carousel, then of course feel free to do so. But one thing that I have to mention is this option over here, update wallpapers using mobile data. If you just want to use Wi-Fi to download new wallpapers, then of course you might want to turn this option off. In my case, I'm gonna completely deactivate the carousel over here, confirm that you want to do that, and there we go. Now you should have just one wallpaper of your choice. Next up, we're gonna go back to the app drawer, and over here you should be able to tap on the setting icon in the upper right corner, and over here you can disable app suggestions, which are accessible over here at the top of the app drawer. If you dislike these suggestions, you can just easily turn them off. Also, you can see that we have a couple of different categories that we can of course use. If you like them, then of course you can keep them, but if not, you can go to manage app categories and you can completely deactivate this option, and you are left just with the all option. Generally speaking, I recommend checking out app drawer settings, because we can even customize the background. If you want to make it transparent, for example, you can easily do so as well. And that should be almost everything. However, there's one more thing that you should definitely do on this phone, and that is deactivate ads, and that you have in a couple of different Xiaomi pre-installed apps. I made a dedicated video about deactivating ads on the Xiaomi 17, so be sure to check that out. And hopefully you can enjoy using your Xiaomi 17. And from now on, once you go through all of these options and settings that I had shown you in this video, you can start using your phone as you wish. Of course, probably the next step is going to be to download all of your apps that you want to use on a daily basis. And for example, if you're looking for some visual changes, I recommend checking out the personalization setting, where you can, for example, update the wallpaper and make some visual adjustments on your phone. So that is pretty much it. Leave a like and subscribe.